Okay, so guys, today in this video, I will be showing you the top 5 ways to counter the grappler+knife strategy. Well, if you don't know this strategy, it's basically you use the grappler and pull someone, and then you just backstab them. And famous YouTubers have been using this to destroy little kids. And if you want to learn how you counter this strategy and not get beaten up by those broskies, then I'll show you all the counters. Well, number 5 is the bow. Listen here, you can double jump with it, and if you charge it to 200% and you double jump, and if you're lucky enough to land a headshot on the player, then you'll be doing a good amount of damage, and you'll just finish them off with whatever you want. The bow is a good counter to this. Next, it goes to the sniper. Well, you can combine it with fist to make it better. You use the quick melee and then quick scope, like that. I'm not the best at this strategy, but you can just quick scope. But make sure you land a headshot, which is really hard. If you're on a PC, this is not going to be easy. But if you're on mobile or controller using auto shoot, then you're going to have a good time doing this and demolishing your opponents. And I'm not using auto right now. And number 3 goes to the exploding weapons. So listen here, if you use the projectile weapons, you will, look, they fly. They go into the sky a bit, so you can just shoot it. So like your opponent's on the wall, and then you just keep using this, and then you'll demolish your opponent like that. You can use satchels too, like that. And look, they're just gonna be stuck on the wall, getting beaten up. But they'll have a hard time aiming the grappler. Every single strategy, you need a big brain. So number 2 goes to the knife. It's not the best strategy. I don't think you might get angry with me just because it's number 2. Well, if the player grabbles you, at the last second, turn around and backstab. What I hit? And then like this, look, this is, for example, this is the opponent with the grappler. I turn around and I get the backstab. So you can use that strategy. But number 1 goes to the no skill strategy. It's where you use the permafrost, shorty, riot shield, and the freeze ray. It's basically no skill. You just throw the permafrost or freeze ray, and then you just demolish them with a shorty. And it's just the best strategy. But if you miss the permafrost, just use the freeze ray. And then you demolish them with shorty. The best strategy ever. And that is the best strategy. So you should be using the freeze weapons. That's the best strategy. You can train knife if you want for this to make it even better. No, not better, but if you don't own the permafrost, just use the freeze ray. Because the permafrost is pay to win. I don't own the permafrost. You can get a backstab or you can do shorty. Okay, I want to do this thing. So look, I just do this. I do that, but I backstab. Okay, but I mean, it's not really the best strat for me. So that's what wraps up for the video. The best strategy to counter this grappler+knife strategy, which Dark and Weird are using, and it's going crazy. See, I just got a backstab like that. That's how crazy. That's how overpowered it is. But if you learn the tech, look, this is the opponent right over here, trying to throw, so you dodge, and then you freeze. And then you just demolish him with a shorty like that. And that's the best strategy. And the best way to counter the knife and grappler, obviously. And guys, I'll make a video about the bug I have, which is it's a kind of a major bug. My cross has gone. Look, my cross has gone. Listen here, I have a crosshair. It disappears, I know it disappears, but I didn't really like the fact it disappears. It's kind of like a bug or something. Let's randomize our weapons. And look, my crosshair disappears. Nosny and Sensei fix the bug. And give me the bug name, too. And it disappeared again. My crosshair just disappears. But when I shoot, it's back. If I tap a button, it's back. But if I don't, it disappears. So I'm not gonna use a button. It disappeared. Even when I inspect. So Nosny and Sensei, can you please fix this bug? And that's it for the video. If you liked the tricks how you counter the grappler plus knife strategy, make sure you hit a like and subscribe.